mind reading. Mind reading, as it's called, is part of the Milton Model Distortion category in NLP and Language. Now, I don't know about you, but I think distortion sounds slightly unpleasant. It does to me, anyway. So I like to think of it in a different way. I like to think of it as imagination or play. Because if you think about imagination or play, they are a kind of distortion. If you take distortion literally, without the judgment of the word, you know, they are imagination and play. So think distortion now. A few days ago, my granddaughter was on holiday. She called me and she said, "Dash?" I said, "Yes." She said, "The villains are everywhere. Can you send me the devices immediately?" And I said, "Yes, I'll just find them." Do you see what I mean? Yes, I'll just find them. Of course. In this video are 7 examples of mind reading in a Milton model context. A warning, that will be towards the end, and a reminder of the Zetetic RIGER model. My first example of mind reading is "I know you know." I know you know. Now, like all Milton model language examples, "I know you know" has to be said at the right time. Like, it has to be a fair guess and something of a compliment. Do you see what I mean? I know you know. I know you know all about this. See, if you really feel that you know nothing at all about this, that doesn't work very well for you. But if you like the idea that you know about it, and I think you do, and I can confidently say I know that you know, then you won't mind me doing a mind reading like that. Of course, I don't know that you know. Maybe you don't know that you know, but said in the right context, it can be quite nice to say something like that. That's example 1. Example 2 is, "I'm sure you're aware of ... Now that's good too, because it's, I believe, complementing your intelligence. This is probably something that you're aware of and something that you've heard of. I'm sure you're aware. Very similar one to that is "as you know." Now again, you might not know, and I don't know whether you know or not. But if I guess that you might know, or you probably know, that is, the word is guess, or pretend is another word for the same thing. If it fits, you're going to like that. There are other ways of softening it a little bit, so I don't necessarily sound like I'm right with my mind read. So for example, "I bet you're looking forward to your birthday." I bet you're looking forward to your birthday. I'm not saying you are, but I bet you are. Or another way to soften it is by saying "probably." Like, you're probably wondering what the warning is at the end of this video. You're probably wondering about that. See, if you're not wondering about it, it doesn't matter too much. If you are, good. I'm addressing your experience. Now here's another good one for mind reading. And this is one I'll talk about a little bit afterwards. In the past, you've had some trouble communicating with people close to you. I'll just say that again. In the past, you've had some trouble communicating with people close to you. Now, can you think of anybody you know who has not had trouble at some point in their lives communicating with people who are close to them? I should think everybody has had trouble with that. Now, we're approaching the warning now, although actually we're not quite at the warning section. But if you think about that, you've had trouble communicating with someone close to you. I think when I say that, I sound a little bit like a stage fortune teller, you know. Somebody close to you has died and they want to send you a message. Oh, it must be Uncle Fred. You know what I mean? It's like everybody has had somebody close to them who's died and might want to send them a message. So be careful not to sound like a stage fortune teller when you say it. Then there is, I know you're interested in the NLP language patterns. Now, this is a video about NLP language patterns. So I can hazard a guess that you're interested in the NLP language patterns. But just imagine I said that to somebody who've never heard of NLP. I doubt very much that they would be. So I might take a risk here and say to you, I know you're interested in the NLP language patterns, and I'm likely to be correct in my guess. Now we're at the warning bit. You cannot and must not use this to manipulate the outcome. You cannot and must not use this to manipulate the outcome, because if you do, you're going to sound like the worst kind of salesman. Like all Zetetic models, the RIGER model emphasizes recover information and generate experiential richness using respect, curiosity, and integrity. And if you use the Milton Model mind reading example with that in mind, you'll be very successful with it. Please like and comment and subscribe by pressing the yellow logo if you'd like to subscribe.